During the coming working season, repairs to irrigation canals and drains in Godavari Delta damaged in recent cyclone are proposed to be taken up under cyclone reconstruction project with World Bank aid. Second crop cannot be raised in the Ayacut due to repairs. It would be advantageous if repairs to feeder channels and drains are also taken up simultaneously, as it would not only result in the entire irrigation system getting modernized but also avoid closure of canals for a second year due to repairs of feeder channels. Farmers can raise their second crop at least during the next year besides avoiding loss of production. Draft a representation to the Minister for Agriculture to consider the suggestion favorably. Electricity consumers in Twin Cities are put to inconvenience due to introduction of bi-monthly bill system. Bills are not issued in time. Electricity revenue officials say that billing is done by branch and they cannot issue duplicate bills. Even when bills are received, they contain errors which are due to computerization. Checks are not accepted as a result. Consumers, mostly office going, are forced to apply for leave to make payment. Draft a representation to Chairman State Electricity Board listing difficulties and requesting to take remedial steps and to issue press note on the revised procedure. The South Central Railway have decided to convert Cavalry Barracks railway station on Secunderabad section into contractor operated halt. Local persons, preferably retired persons, can apply to work as a contractor for selling tickets on commission basis. As a retired teacher, draft an application to the Divisional Commercial Superintendent, Hyderabad, giving full particulars of your name, age, address, educational qualifications, financial position with bank passbook and agreeing to abide by rules and requesting for selection as contractor. The Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation withdrew many city services in view of fuel crunch consequent on reduction in diesel quota. Commuters in Hyderabad and Secunderabad are put to great hardship. Buses are overloaded and employees unable to reach offices in time. The problem has become more acute after introduction of a 5-day week. Draft a representation to the managing director of the corporation to restore all services withdrawn as the reduction is only 10% and corporation can manage with fuel conservation and better management. Draft tender notice from General Manager National Projects Construction Southern Region Visakhapatnam inviting sealed tenders from reputed and experienced contractors for construction of overhead water tank near Vizag steel plant site. Estimated cost is rupees 4 lakhs. Period of contract 6 months. Tender documents available in office on working days between 1st and 7th number on payment of cost through cross demand draft. Tenders received up to 3 evening on 10th November this year will be opened same day in presence of tenderers. The general manager reserves the right to cancel any tender without assigning any reasons. Professor Menon, scientific advisor to the Minister for Defense, said, "For me, as an Indian, it is a great honor to have been invited to deliver this lecture in memory of late Jawaharlal Nehru, our former Prime Minister and the great architect of modern India. He was one of the great Indians of our times and was essentially a scientist at heart who devoted great attention for the development of science and technology in India. I want to speak briefly today about the role of science and the responsibility of scientists in national development with particular reference to India. In the world of today, there is ample evidence to show that the use of science and technology can bring about far reaching economic and social changes in a country. This is seen most clearly in the material achievements of the developed nations. Of course, you must remember one point. The situations faced by most developing countries today are not identical to those of the developed countries during the corresponding period of their underdevelopment. However, the material progress of the developed countries has given rise to hopes in the developing countries that they can make quick progress by using the methods of science and technology appropriate to their needs. The importance of science and technology is embodied in the scientific policy resolution which is also adopted by our parliament. The massive support from government of India is on the increase. In the past 3 decades since our independence, we have learnt many lessons. The most important of this is undoubtedly that development can come primarily through indigenous efforts. The early theory of development based on massive capital inputs from outside is now no longer regarded as meaningful. Even technology from abroad becomes relevant for development only if it is assessed from the viewpoint of its appropriateness to the local situation, and it can be absorbed, utilized, and modified by a group in the country capable of doing so. The prime task, therefore, is to build up such capability. This is being achieved in many fields in our country. A very successful example is that of agriculture, where the indigenous scientific capability has been able to make meaningful assessment in bringing in appropriate materials and technology from abroad, as well as in generating a great deal within the country and arranging for judicious application of these to ensure self-sufficiency in food production. We have learnt that science and technology cannot be truly effective for economic development unless there is an appropriate level of effort and support down the innovation chain. This should come from the upstream end of pure science through aspects of application, pilot plant studies, production, quality control, marketing, after sales service, and feedback. We have to bring about appropriately supported innovation chains in a large number of cases where it does not exist at present. It is important factor to define on an overall national basis the priorities to be assigned to various sectors and to various types of activities, and to guide the science and technology effort appropriately. This does not mean we can plan for scientific discoveries. One can only plan to support an individual who is capable of making such discoveries if one identifies him or her. But planning is needed for areas of application and development. In the case of rural development, it is important to ensure both self respect and self confidence in the community which is approached. A large number of groups and institutional structures in the country have already started to work on the application of science and technology for rural development.